In this video, I'm talking with MobileGamer about Ultimus 7, Alliance Wars, the Kree Rework, and a bunch of other things. So, let's just go smash it.
ValleyFlyin.
Hey, what's up all you Valley Maniacs? ValleyFlyin here. I am back. Welcome to the channel. Having a discussion about the game, the latest Kree Rework, the Datamines, some other stuff in the game with my brother, my main man, MobileGamer. What's up, brother?
Did you call me a Valley Maniac?
Oh yeah, I definitely did. It's a good thing, right?
It's a good thing.
Okay, I did. Call you Valley Maniac. How are you doing, my friend?
Oh, we're so goofy right now. This is great.
I love it. I love it. We
know,
always
right?
get to the end of the video. I like having this goofy stuff at the beginning of the video.
Uh-huh.
I'm not stopping. This stuff. I'm keeping this stuff in.
Take 4?
No, I'm keeping this in. All right. So, last week we got some data mines. We got the Kree Rework. We got a stealth update that not much was said about, but we got some data mines because of it. So let's start with the data mines.
Mm-hmm.
There's one big thing in here. We got this Love is War machine event where you get a chance to earn War Machine shards, and you get this. This is a milestone event with your alliance. This is not a single person event, and you could get points for this by spending red stars. So definitely want to save these. Don't do what I did last night and open them. From now on, you should save them until this event is going. You also get it by using Groot, Rocket, Deadpool, Ant-Man and Wasp, and those are it. In winning blitz battles with them, you get points by donating to your alliance as well. So what are your thoughts on this event? Is this something big? Is it something little?
Well, the only
shards?
thing is, really the only thing that matters right now is today is don't open any more Red Star orbs. Save it for this event, which is going to be some towards the middle of February. So stop opening Red Star orbs. Save them for a week or two because opening them at the time of the event will help your alliance.
Ooh, I saw another data mine that said something was coming at the beginning of the Lunar New Year, which I think is today or tomorrow. So maybe today, but definitely by February 14th, Valentine's Day, we should know exactly when this is coming up. We talked a little bit about Ultimus 7 raids.
Woo! Are you ready?
No, my raid squads are not as developed as yours. I know you're up to the point where you could auto these Ultimus 6 raids. I still have to play them because even my shield team gets wiped out when I just auto it. So
I can't fully auto it, but usually what happens is I'll go into a battle, I'll hit auto, and I'll come back and one of my characters will be dead, and then I'll switch teams. So, but, you know, between the 4 teams that I can use in the raid right now, I definitely have to pay attention if I want to not die.
yeah, I'm at that point too. Now, when they released Ultimus 6, I don't remember if it was 60% rewards or 30% rewards that were eventually higher than what Ultimus 5 was. Where do you think that they will make that cutoff at 30% or 60% better than the 100% for Ultimus 6? What are your predictions with this?
Well, because when we first saw this, we're like, yuck, we have to go to Ultimus 7, and I said to you, it's like, well, if you don't want to go to Ultimus 7, just stay doing Ultimus 6. And then you said, but aren't the rewards at like 60% going to be better than 100% of 60 of the 6? Typically that's true, and that's the way it's been in the past. So that means that a lot of people are going to have to go into 60 raids. And if they get really picky on node selection, they haven't done that in the Ultimus raid before, but if they make certain lanes, characters with blue hair only and characters without a firearm, I don't think that's going to be a lot of fun. But if we can, the way the Ultimus raid is now is that you can pretty much use anything, right? And I think if it's just harder, as long as it's not like that Thor node, that one Thor node, I don't even know if that was intentional. Do you think that was intentional?
Ooh, I don't know if I have that in my lane. I've been on lane 2 in my alliance for so long. I
Okay,
don't know
no,
if I've run
it's
into that one.
the far right lane. There's this
Okay.
Thor node where everybody can reuse their ultimates over and over again. It just goes AOE, 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 AOE.
Oh,
It's
that
not a lot of fun.
sounds so fun. That sounds so fun. All right, so I guess
someone called it a clown fiesta.
man, I don't know how you would one-shot that if everybody's just using their ultimates, but
You have to preload Crossbones or Storm. It's the only way to beat that node. You have to like prepare for it, or you take in a team just to die. Or you just have to preload for it. You have to preload.
well, here's the question: do you think that they will have these trait-based nodes on this Ultimus, or do you think they will keep those trait-based just for these special limited time runs, which is what they have been doing?
My thing is I don't like doing 2 raids a day. I would really like to only do 1 a day.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
I mean, if you, what you're asking and what you're saying doesn't matter to me. I just don't like doing 2 of them.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, I don't know if that's something they're going to switch. It is something I hope that they do fix, especially before Alliance Wars comes around. I've heard suggestions of being able to auto all the raids. I'm not sure if that's the best solution, but they need to do something for the time management portion of this game before they bring these Alliance Wars around, is my opinion. Speaking of raid viable teams, it looks like we got a new one this past update. I know your initial thoughts on the Kree looking good.
Yes.
What are your thoughts now that you've had a little bit more of a chance to look at their kits? How do you think these Kree are going to be for the raids? Do you think this is a raid meta team coming up?
Yeah, it's certainly from looking at the kits that this is 100% going to be a raid viable team with all of the healing and energy and turn meter gain with Ronin. It's going to, anytime that you have a lot of healing, it's going to be a raid team. Now, my guess is that the unknown character, which we are speculating is going to be Minerva. I guess it could, in theory, be Ms. Captain Marvel, but it's probably some other Dr. Minerva or something like that. I don't know. It's not going to really work without that extra character, would be my guess.
You're probably right, but I'm hoping you're wrong.
It's a business.
Honestly,
they do things like this. You know what I mean? They do things.
And
like
what you're
this.
saying is very logical too, but just from my selfish perspective, I've spent so much time farming these Kree. I want some kind of payoff. I want to be able to use them, plug them in, and let them go. I think you can kind of do it right now based on the rework I'm seeing for Ronin. Depending on how much speed bar and how much healing he actually gives with this energy. It could be like nothing. I'm guessing speed bar 15%, healing 5-10%, and if that's the case, I think that's pretty good because of all the energy that they have on their basics that can fly around, and some of these other ones have some more energy going with that. Now, I got a tougher question for you about the Kree. Based on their kits right now, not seeing who the new character is or what that new character's kit is going to look like, who would you leave out of this spot right now?
Okay, it's really hard to say, but
It is. I know. It's a tough question. I know.
well, for raids, you're going to want as much healing as possible. So you can get, Reaper would be one I think you could drop for sure because she's an attacker. She doesn't have any healing. It's kind of the same thing with the shield. You take out the Seal Trooper and you put as much healing in as possible. The other thing, too, is that Ronin has a summon ability, and he can summon the Reaper and the Noble.
Yep.
So it's possible that those are the two that you would leave out, and you would still have a complete team with the summons. We're going to see. We can just speculate, but typically in the past, it's, even like defenders, the probably the best defender raid team is without Punisher, and it's with Ms. Marvel or Night Nurse, right?
Yeah.
So raids is all about sustainability. It's a different animal than Blitz or Arena. Absolutely.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well. I was undecided between Cyborg and Reaper, and without knowing their kits, I would say leave out Reaper just because she can be summoned by Ronin. But we'll have to see.
We'll see. We don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. Also mentioned in this update is Mantis And I don't have her. I know you have her. What are your thoughts on Mantis right now? She looks very strong in the video that you did. What are your thoughts now that you've played with her a little more? Probably built her up a little bit more since that video.
Yeah, I'm using her in Ultimus 6 in all but the hardest, mini boss nodes. I'm having zero issues. As her health pool increases and as I gear her up, I've taken her up probably double her health pool since my first video. It's really good. It went from having to split up the Guardians into some sort of hybrid team with Night Nurse and Thanos to being able to run a team of entire Guardians without Gamora of all things. Gamora's amazing, but you don't need Gamora. The damage output boost by adding Groot to the team, Rocket is crazy. Putting Star-Lord in the corner and funneling all that energy to Rocket and him going AoE every other turn is huge because it hits for a lot. And Mantis just heals, and then Groot is clearing away negative status effects, which is heal block. I mean, heal block is the death of anybody in the raid.
Yes.
And being able to have Groot there to clear away the heal block, and to a lesser degree Mantis also, it's huge. It's really good. And it actually allows for Drax to sustain. My only grief and thing I absolutely hate about Drax is, how he has heal steal?
Yes.
When he attacks,
Yes.
that does not work on if he kills the hero. So like if he
know.
that is so annoying. So you've got this monster kill and he jumps around the board and wipes out 6 people. He gets no health unless they're at like full. Less damage is better in that. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. It's really annoying.
Personally, for me, my Drax is always heal blocked, so it doesn't matter.
Well, Groot and Mantis kind of help with that.
I don't have Mantis.
Yeah, Groot specifically, definitely in raids, I'm finding that Gamora is the one to take out.
Yeah. Well, it looks like a fun team. I definitely want to try them, but her Blitz rumored to be coming this Thursday, so if you guys are someone that goes hard on Blitz, that would be the time to do it, because
highly recommend her.
I want her. I want her on my team. All right.
Yeah, she's good.
Last thing that was mentioned in this devlog is Carnage. Now, his kit looks very strong.
Bonkers.
I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about your predictions for when he is coming out and if his introduction method will be what was rumored being on the premium orbs. What are your predictions for that?
Okay, my prediction is that he'll come out at the time of Alliance Wars. That's super vague.
Ooh. Wait, it wasn't mentioned on this update, and Carnage was, so.
My guess is that the Ronin rework is gonna, happen shortly before the movie in March, and Carnage and Alliance Wars will come in between now and then.
Oh, you think Alliance Wars is... I hope they push Alliance Wars back, but it's very possible that's coming out in February.
I am not really looking forward to Alliance Wars myself. Just me personally, I mean, I think it's fine, but I played Alliance Wars in Marvel Contest of Champions. I played a variant of that in Galaxy of Heroes, and I really did not like it in Marvel Contest of Champions. Just me. I didn't like it at all.
Well, they have had people on the test server playing this thing and giving them feedback for a while. So that gives me hope that there's ironing out some of the bugs, that they're having actual players do this test server and give them feedback. So I'm crossing my fingers, guys. I've crossed my fingers before, and it hasn't panned out. So I'm double crossing both hands, and hopefully this time it works out in Alliance Wars. Something good that adds to the game and doesn't take away from the game.
Right. Well, I mean, little known fact, I remember reading an article by like one of the chief operations officer, the financial guy over at Kabam back in the day. And the whole purpose of guilds and alliances is for us to become best friends with people and guilted into spending money. I mean, that is the purpose of guilds and alliances, is to create this competitive and lifelong friendships with people where we're almost compelled to spend money. And so that is the intention and the purpose of guilds and alliances in these types of games. And I just hope the Alliance Wars does not fuel that.
I think it might. I just know
Just
I just know how I was when I was really close with my alliance and we're trying to win back in Future Fight. What my spending was like, and I fear that that's coming to this game as well with these alliance wars. And
and I don't know if that's the intention here, but I know in Marvel Contest of Champions, which a lot of the developers for this game came from there, it was very specific what they were trying to do. And they even were bragging to potential investors because they were trying to take the company public or something about how they designed it so well to trick people into spending money. So we will see.
Well, I think that's gonna be a thumbs up for you because one of the things I know you mentioned is tricking you into spending money. So
yes,
hopefully they do something sneaky.
I do like being tricked into money. I hate to say that because I do spend money. Obviously, I spend money in the game. I don't mind being tricked into spending money. The Red Star Orb seemed a little bit lazy, but like Mantis and War Machine, I bought the packs to get them unlocked, and I'm pretty happy with the kits of War Machine, Mantis, and Carnage kit looks amazing. I'm not going to unlock him if it's solely through premium orbs. If that's kind of like what are the other two characters that was like Loki and Sabretooth? Yeah, I'm not gonna drop $800 like I heard some people having to do to unlock these characters or whatever it was. But be careful out there.
Yes, be careful. This can get addicting. So,
and I'm saving my premium orbs as well for Carnage. I'm currently hoarding premium orbs.
So am I, because that is what the rumors were, and we'll see what actually happens with this. Any other thoughts before we wrap this thing up?
Overall, I'm really happy with the game. I really like the additions of War Machine and Mantis. Carnage looks promising. The Ronin rework, the group rework, all of this is good. I mean, this is fantastic time in the game, in my opinion.
I would agree. There's still some issues from 2018, but I think what they've done so far in 2019,
it's an amazing start.
For the most part, I give them thumbs up with their new stuff that they've released. So hopefully they fix some of the issues from the past.
Yep.
Games is in a good place, in my opinion. That's it, though. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel. Smash on that like button. Join the notification squad playing on BlueStacks. And if you want to do that on your PC as well, there is a link in the description that supports the channel. Hey, MobileGamer, before you go, what do you know about horses?
I know nothing about horses.
Well, love it or not, it's the best thing going today. Diamonds are forever, and so are the horsemen, brother. Woo!
Is that a wrestling thing?
It was supposed to be Ric Flair. I gotta
Flair.
work on my Ric Flair. Ric
Flair? Okay.
Thank you again. Make sure you check out MobileGamer on his channel. We'll see you guys next time. ValleyFlyin.
Peace out.
Out.